Hello, we are here today for another focus interview to know how our super cool Kabada works. Today our guest is the main IT manager of the project, Rems Grinšteins. He's in charge of managing the whole IT architecture of Kabada, so congratulations for that and keep up with the good work. And he's also supporting the artificial intelligence team and supports web and database team. So we're here today with him to get to know a little bit better our super cool tool. So here are my questions for you. The first thing we would like to know from you is if you encountered any challenges in designing the IT architecture of the Kabada tool, and what are the biggest challenges that you faced so far?
Hello. This project actually was very challenging and probably the hardest thing to do is to combine the web tool, which should be very flexible and user-friendly and easy to use, with artificial intelligence engine, which also actually needs to be very precise and very data-driven. So basically, as you know, our artificial intelligence engine suggests, but these suggestions should come like in a few seconds, or the user will just not wait for those. So it was a great challenge in terms of functionality and also performance for us to make this Kabada tool work properly.
Okay, yeah, pretty interesting. And how did the IT team and the artificial intelligence team interact during in the process of the development of the tool? And how did they also interact with the web designers teams? Can you
Yeah.
tell us a little
Okay.
bit more about this? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, actually, there were four teams from several different countries. There were a team of science, as we call them, science guys, which were working and defining the requirements and functionality and what is a business plan, how should you input data for business plan, etc. Then there is web team, basically programmers, developers. Then there is user interface guy, and with his team, also a very difficult thing to do. And then in the end, there's artificial intelligence AI team, which develops algorithms for data gathering and processing. And well, four teams, several countries, everything was definitely done online. We had the team meetings, we had cross team meetings, we had lots of different tools how to facilitate communication in the project. To be honest, it was one of the hardest projects I have ever done in terms of communication and how to plan communication, because to match the requirements which came from science team with user interface ideas which came from this user interface team, and then to match it with that it actually could be developed, and then when we have developed this could actually be implemented in our artificial intelligence tool. It was lots of work and lots of long discussions with many smart people, but with different backgrounds and different skill sets. So it was lots of compromises as well. But I think in the end we've managed to create something which is the best. I think the best we could do. We've done that.
Yeah, and you're doing a great work. So keep it up with the good work. So as we know, the Kabada is a tool that helps entrepreneurs build a business plan. So how can artificial intelligence help with business planning, and how does the suggestion engine actually work?
Well, it's actually pretty simple if we look at it from the end user perspective. Basically, what we understood in the somewhere in the 1/3 of the project is that we cannot make a business plan tool where you can write business plan as a long text. It just doesn't work. Our AI capabilities at this point in the world are not there yet. Then you can analyze a book and say either it is a good book or it's a bad book. It's just impossible. So what we did, we used business canvas basically and other methods, which basically breaks down business plans as a set of chapters, and each chapters for each chapter we defined very specific things you could write there. But in the whole, when you could generate a good looking business plan, which for example entrepreneur could just print out and go to the bank and ask for money, or student could go to the professor and ask for a good grade. But then when this business plan is created in our tool, what happens, basically our AI engine analyzes tons and tons of business plans and throws out the suggestions. Those suggestions should be made super fast, because if the user is not getting a suggestion within a few seconds, he will just move on. But so basically what happens, let's assume, for example, there's a lady which creates a business plan for I don't know, eco business clothes, and she as the key distribution channels, she lists that she will sell those clothes in store. So what our AI tool does, it instantly analyzes that in similar countries, in similar business cases, with similar products and data about all the business plan, also one good distribution channel would be internet. So right away, within those few seconds, our AI tool would send a request to our web page, web tool, and the web tool would like throw out, hey, would you also want to add internet as a key distribution channel? And then the user can either agree with it or disagree and disregard it. So it's up to them. And there are like tons of places in our Kabada tool where this AI engine just suggests, hey, maybe you have forgotten this one. Well, or hey, other business plans have this idea. Maybe you are interested in checking this out. This engine will not write a business plan for you, but it will help you not make mistakes, and maybe it will give you some good new ideas.
Excellent. So it sounds great, like really, but are you working on some improvements at the moment? And what kind of improvements do you see for the future of the Kabada tool?
Okay, that's a good question. Basically, I see here there are two main things we need to do. We need to even more, we've worked on usability a lot, and we've had users test different ways how to create a business plan efficiently. And even though we did that all, we still I am pretty sure that when we get more users using Kabada tool, we will see that we need to tweak that and this and many places. But currently we are still gathering data where to look at that. So the first thing was usability of the tool. The second thing is user base, and with user base comes a larger business plan database. Currently, our AI tool has only a certain amount of business plans from which it can give some suggestions. So, for example, if we find some very small country, for example, or very niche product, it will not be able to give some meaningful suggestions. So with adding more and more business plans, and I mean like thousands of business plans, or maybe even more, like 50,000 or like 100,000 or even more, that would be it would be incredible, because not only this would help our AI engine and AI algorithm to be more precise, this would be also extremely valuable structured information for all the science people out there. That would be amazing what you could do with this data, because I've never seen a database with we're creating also a great database, and where you could basically analyze that in this country there are so many business plans in like this area, and those failed, those were extremely successful, and then you can analyze why they were successful. So it's a great opportunity to do with this data something. But again, I am an IT guy, so it's for the science team to decide what are our next steps.
Yes, sure. Well, it was great being with you today, Rems. Thank you very much for your insights on Kabada, and we hope to see the Kabada tool out very, very soon. Bye-bye. Take care.
Thank you.